You're too good at your job, sis, and that's the problem. You see, you've worked for years to be reliable, competent, the person that everybody counts on. But here's the catch. Sometimes, and you probably have noticed this, being too good at your current role keeps you from ever leaving it, from ever getting promoted, from ever moving on. It's what I call the indispensable trap. And yes, we've all been there. I've been there too. You've become the go to person. You solve problems before they start. You train the new hires. You catch the mistakes that nobody else notices because you're just too good at your job. You've earned your boss's trust, but not necessarily their imagination. They can't picture the department running without you. And yes, that is a huge problem because when you want to move on, you can't. And when your name comes up for a promotion, someone in leadership says, but who would replace her? Does that sound familiar, ladies? According to a Harvard Business Review, women are 21% less likely to be promoted into leadership, even when their performance reviews are identical to men's. Why, you ask? Because women, especially mid career professionals, are praised for competence and not potential. And there's a big difference there. You see, competence gets rewarded with more work. Competence gets all the business on your desk, but potential gets rewarded with more opportunity. That invisible gap between doing and leading is where too many high performing professionals just get stuck. They get trapped right there. And I've seen this play out over and over again. When I was in corporate America, I watched brilliant women hold entire departments together. I mean, they were holding them down, and their reward was more responsibility, not more advancement. They were acting like leaders, but they were being recognized as doers. And more importantly, they were getting paid as doers. One of my clients, Andrea, she was an operations manager at a major healthcare organization. Her metrics were stellar. Her team adored her, as often they do, and she'd been told for 2 years she was next in line. But when the promotion time came, she kept hearing things like, "You're just too valuable where you are now." You see the trap here? So, what we did was we flipped the script. For Andrea, we built systems, real documented processes for every part of her role. She trained two lieutenants to manage her day-to-day operations, and created dashboards that showed exactly what her outcomes were, even when she wasn't in the room. You see, she freed up that imaginative creative space. Now, she then started raising her hand for projects tied to the company's strategic priorities. The work her boss normally took on, Andrea, she began to lead it. And you see how she's going? She's upgrading. 3 months later, she was promoted, not because she worked harder, but because she learned how to make herself replaceable. When you can make yourself replaceable, and you're not indispensable to one job, that's where the real money comes in. It feels counterintuitive, I know, right? But we're raised to think being indispensable equals job security. But at a certain level, security doesn't come from being needed. It comes from being known for your strategic value, your ability to develop others, and your power to scale results. To rise, you have to create capacity. That means documenting your brilliance so others can build on it. That means how you move from the one who does to the one who leads. And that's really important, especially in today's society. Delegate before you're ready. Delegation isn't losing control, it's gaining capacity. Leadership starts where your comfort zone ends. Systematize your success. If someone had to step into your role right now today, could they? Could they do it as well as you because you've set up the foundation? Leaders who create playbooks, not mysteries, those are the ones who succeed. So document your systems, share your knowledge, and build internal resilience. Step into future facing work. Don't just excel at what's urgent, align with what's emerging, especially in this AI revolution. Ask what priorities are shaping next quarter's goals and volunteer there. Decision makers promote the people already leading the future, and that can be you. LinkedIn's 2024 Workplace Learning Report found that professionals who intentionally build cross-functional visibility are 42% more likely to be promoted within 18 months. That could be you, sis. Yet, nearly 60% of mid career professionals admit they avoid sharing their achievements for fear of sounding too boastful. And again, Muhammad Ali said, it ain't bragging if you can back it up. So boast about it. You want to be visible because visibility isn't bragging, it's career insurance. And in an era where AI is changing what work even means, being known for your strategic thinking, leadership, and adaptability is your most valuable asset. When I think back to my own career, I actually remember those seasons of invisibility, to be quite honest with you all. I was doing the work of three people. You've been there. I was mentoring others. I was on the hiring teams. I was leading behind the scenes and wondering why no one noticed. It wasn't until I started speaking the language of outcomes, not effort, that things changed. The language of outcomes. You want to make sure you do that. I led a project that saved over $400,000. Our team reduced turnaround time by 30%. That's when my work started opening doors because data travels even when you're not in the room. And you want that data to speak volumes about what you're doing. In this season of massive layoffs, AI disruption, and constant change, the safest thing that you can do is not to cling tighter to your current role. What you want to do is safety. I want to really punctuate this. The safest thing you can do is to elevate how you think, how you lead, and how you make your impact measurable and transferable. Your value isn't in being busy. Your value is in being built to last. So, being great at your job is the lesson here. Being great at your job isn't the goal. The goal is to build something so strong it runs without you, because that's what leaders do. And that's what leaders get paid to do. And the world will always need more leaders who know how to create value that technology can't replace, especially in this AI revolution. So what you want to do is you want to create that value in your vision and empathy and strategy and courage. Lead with that. That's your edge. That's your promotion plan. And that's your protection plan. I'm Tracy Pennywell.